I'm tired of being overwhelmed by JaidenAnimations. Man, big facts. I'm not about to sit up here and talk about all of the BS that I go through on some days, because I ain't gonna say it's every day, but some days I'll be going through some stuff. Cause y'all don't come here for that. Y'all don't come here for that. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to laugh. So that's what we gonna do here. We come here to laugh, we come here to make jokes, we come here to be happy. But everything ain't peaches and cream all the time. And that's what JaidenAnimations is here to talk about. She tired of being overwhelmed. Must be a story time or something. Let's hear what she got to say. Without further ado, let's get it.
A while ago, I went to the bank to get a new debit card. I walked in, the lady asked, "Can I help you?" And I said, "I'd like a new debit card, please." Her face scrunched a bit, and then she replied, "Let me see what I can do. Would you take a seat for a moment?" I sat in the
What?
lobby chair for 30 minutes, assuming
Damn!
she was doing everything in her power to get me a new debit card.
She straight up ignored
And when the
you.
lady finally came back, she simply said, "No, we don't do that." But you're the bank.
What do you mean you don't do that? Exactly. What? Where else would she get a new debit card then? I guess I just can't spend money anymore. You know, or digitally anyway. Huh? You know, it's funny because there's like some banks that if you get a new debit card, they got to literally make one at some far off place and then mail it to you. So you'll get it in a week or two. And then there's literally a bank I used to bank with. I ain't gonna say who they are, but they literally could make you a debit card on the spot. You walk in, hey, something's going on with my old debit card. I want a new one. You hand them your old one. They shred it, I'm assuming, or cut it up or whatever. And then wait like 3 minutes. And then your new one gets generated with your name and everything, new number, all that. And they hand it to you and here you go. And you walk out. I always thought that was kind of crazy. I thought it was a super long process, but I guess it doesn't have to be.
For the longest time, I've been tossing around this little thought. I don't know if it's just me, but it kind of feels like the world around us doesn't quite work anymore. At least compared to, say, a decade ago, it seems like everything has gotten less efficient and, dare I say, stupid.
Some people do feel like when COVID happened, we all ended up shifting to a different reality. There are people who legitimately believe that we are not in the same reality that we were in before COVID struck. I don't know. What y'all think? I don't think we shift to realities, but there are people that believe that.
Anytime I go out to get something done, I come back 3 hours later with nothing accomplished and a fresh desire to punch a wall. I've tried to gaslight myself out of it. Maybe I'm overreacting here. Humans have always been flawed creatures, so of course it's doomed to bleed into the construction of our society. But I just keep thinking back to those 30 useless minutes in that bank chair. And I simply don't believe it. You're not gonna convince me that a bank has always been incapable of giving people new debit cards.
No, yeah, it's not.
And
That's
also
not the
that it took
case.
30 minutes to tell me something has changed. It really dawned
Like, what's going
I
on?
watched the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode Dennis Takes a Mental Health Day, where Dennis tries to have a normal, relaxing day, but is faced with inconveniences at every corner that
Oh my God.
pressure. Highly recommend watching. The whole show is phenomenal, but that specific episode was so real and truly made me process things are getting less efficient. And it's not just in my head. First of all, like the episode addressed, everything needs a goddamn app now. The thermostat, air filters, light
Bro,
bulbs.
dog, I must have had to get a new phone recently because my old one just took a shit. Like, I don't know what happened to it. It just stopped working. You know what I'm saying? It froze. I could not get it back on. I had to get a new phone. Dog, do you understand how difficult it was getting into my old accounts without having access to my phone? Even when I got a new phone with a new number, it was impossible to get into certain accounts because certain accounts are linked to your phone number and you can only log in by putting in a verification code that they text to you. There's no other way to get this code. They must text it to your number that you have attached to the account. So if you no longer have access to that number, guess what? You ain't getting into the goddamn account. And these are important accounts too. We're not just talking like random websites. We're talking about like big ones. I ain't gonna say the names of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't want to. But accounts that everybody uses on a daily, accounts you need access to, I couldn't get in. I eventually had to go and get my number changed back to my original number, which it took me like a whole day to figure out how to do that too. You would think going directly to my cell phone provider would have helped, but it didn't at first anyway. Later on, they figured it out. So I eventually got my old number back, was able to log into my accounts. Good. But it just should not have took that long, dog. There should be multiple ways to verify who I am in order to get into an account. You know what I'm saying? It used to simply be, oh, forgot your password, click the link, it sends it to your email, you go on your email and you hit it, but nope. Bruh, it was so annoying. That day was not a good day. It ended with success, but it was terrible at first. It's just like, why? So I can relate to what she's saying right now, amongst other things that I'm not gonna get into.
I bought the cats a new automated litter box, and guess who now has a litter box app on her phone to get it to even turn on? I'm sick of the stupid apps. They don't make life easier.
But that means it's not automated.
Sometimes these products try to convince me they do. The UI is always clunky and confusing. Nothing is optimized. Companies act like you can part the Red Sea with their apps.
Because AIs make apps
I'm
nowadays.
stuck trying to connect it to the device in the first place. When was the last time you bought a new anything and had it completely set up and working within 5 minutes of unboxing it? At this point, if my Wi-Fi goes out, every electronic in my house becomes a useless block of metal because none of it works on its own anymore. Everything
oh my
needs
God, it
Wi-Fi,
needs to be connected to the internet.
app, an account linked to my email, a subscription service, and on top of it all, they sell all the information I hand over against my will to random other companies so they can send me stupid junk mail. When did unchecking the sign me up for online newsletters and discounts just not work?
Yeah, because they still gonna send you stuff anyway.
When I buy something online, I make sure to not
check
sign
that
up
box.
for the
Facts.
website's stupid email
And you still gonna get them.
And what do I find fresh in my inbox when I wake up the next morning? Check out this month's wacky deals. So I have an electric car, right? One day,
oh God,
straight up refused to play music. After troubleshooting for 5 minutes, it turned out I needed to download a software update to my car, even though the music worked perfectly normal before the update.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Like, yo, it worked perfectly fine before, but now it detects that there's an update. So it's like, oh yeah, if you don't download this update, you ain't gonna let it work no more. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get this goddamn update. It's like, bruh, like, I understand I should update it, considering it's a car, but how you gonna make it so that normal functions that worked at first stop functioning if I don't update it? Like, I would have been better off disconnecting it from the internet so that it never even knows that it has an update, so everything just works like it's supposed to. Like, this is bullshit.
Sure, fine, the future's now. But for some reason, the car couldn't find or
oh God, here we
the
go.
Wi-Fi. So because of that, I get to experience LA traffic in pure silence. I spent thousands of dollars on a car just for it to randomly not be able to perform a task cars have been able to do for the past 70 years. I do like electric cars. They're better for the environment.
Can you plug your Bluetooth up or not plug it in Bluetooth up and connect
but let's
Bluetooth?
not pretend the car has to be a computer now. I got one of those modern tech cars that
I'm sure you do.
Innovative choice to remove
you got
all
that
the physical buttons and knobs and put every single basic feature into the car's giant touchscreen. Before getting
you know what that mean? If your touch screen is malfunctioning, you ain't changing no settings. Things that used to just be knobs. You want to turn the air up, turn a knob. You want to turn the air down, turn a knob. You want to turn on the defrost, tap a button. These are all touch screen now. So if your touch screen ain't working, sorry.
Didn't think that would affect my experience too much. I thought, well, when I drive, I normally don't fiddle with the buttons all the time anyway, but now I have to deal with things like not being able to manually open the glove compartment because it has no latch.
Right?
I have to speak
Hell
into
no.
the microphone, open glove compartment. And every single time
That's
I
dumb.
the charging port. Didn't think about that one before, but
that's dumb.
Also, when I do need to do something while driving, it feels way more unsafe than I initially realized. They didn't even build AC knobs, so to turn up the air, I have to essentially play on the car iPad while paying attention to oncoming traffic.
Yep, because you got to go to the right thing, and then there's like an up and down button, but it's a touch screen, so you have to tap it multiple times. And depending on like how updated the technology is, it might not register every single tap. So if you like tap, 5 taps, it might only catch 2 or 3 of those. So you got to keep tapping. And again, you got to watch the road just to turn your shit up or turn it down or get the exact setting when it used to just be a button. Do they have presets? I'm sure they do, but you got to navigate to those too. This ain't it. This ain't it. Like, I get technology moving forward, but like, making things more complex.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm neither an engineer or a car specialist, but that feels stupid. Apparently, enough people started complaining about the lack of buttons in high-tech cars, so they started putting them back in.
Oh, wow.
Which now puts into question these experts making these decisions in the first place. What do you mean thousands of people had to say using a giant
crazy
iPad while driving is unsafe before they were like, you know what? These people might be onto something.
And it's crazy because I know I'm pausing a lot. My bad. I guess I got a lot to say. It's crazy because when it comes to technology, in my estimation anyway, should be used to innovate and move things forward, make things easier, more simple, more streamlined. But when you introduce technology that doesn't take away any steps or make things any easier, but actually just complicate things more in the long run, you're doing the opposite of what technology is supposed to do. At the end of the day, yes, tapping a touch screen is more like future forward, I guess, than the goddamn knob you're turning. But turning a knob is very, very fucking simple. It never not works. There's a knob right here. Turn it. It works every time. So you don't need to change stuff like that. It's like, I'm pretty sure it already exists, but most places that I go to have a regular light switch. I'm pretty sure there's like a touch capacitive light switch in some places nowadays that when the wiring or whatever makes it work is malfunctioning, now you can't turn your lights on and off. And it's like, bruh, the switch generally always works as intended. You come in the room, you flick it up, the lights come on. You flick it down, the lights go off. There's no need to change that other than aesthetic purposes. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. If the technology isn't moving forward and instead just moving sideways or moving down, then it doesn't need to exist. It doesn't need to exist.
A few weeks after I bought the car, I accidentally stepped on glass and needed to go to urgent care. So I hopped in, and as we started driving down the neighborhood, the screen got covered with software update required. Thinking it
while using the map,
Jacob pulled off to the side of the road and clicked download, to which the car completely locked and became undrivable until it finished the download, which was 45
while your foot was bleeding.
I ended up having to call
45 minutes
to go to urgent care, despite owning a fully functioning car.
She couldn't drive the car the rest of the way while it was updating. Did it give her a warning like you will not be able to use the vehicle while updating? I bet it didn't. Because he tapped the button and it started updating on the side of the road. It couldn't. You have to Uber from your car. Again, technology is not moving forward, it's moving sideways. Stop.
Lesson learned, I suppose. They got me again.
If it's not an innovation, don't even mess with it. Leave it alone.
Download a software update on the side of the road and not in my own goddamn garage. It all just feels
That's true.
So dumb. Nothing feels like it's checked to make sure the customer has a half-decent user experience anymore, because companies think slapping an app together
update printer to print
high-tech enough to get away with slop. And on top of it all, everything is a subscription service. Why can't I simply buy my stupid computer car and have it come with the tech that's already built into it? Subscribe to be able to connect to the internet. Subscribe to enable auto steering. For a while, companies were thinking about turning the seat warmers into a subscription. The heating coil
extra
is
$1
already in the car that I bought. Just leave us alone.
Right.
Imagine pitching to someone 15 years ago, "Oh yeah, the car you bought? Yeah, it's all yours. But you have to pay money every month to use the windshield wipers." It's become so common for us to buy products and not even actually own them. And you need to pay money every month to keep using them.
That's a fact.
And they're bad. Businesses have always prioritized profit. That's never changed. I'm not upset about that. But at least in the past, they had to, in good faith, offer something that actually did the shit it was advertised to do. Now they just go, "Oh damn, we can give less and charge more? Hell yeah, brother,
and that's what they do.
Out the fridges." The other day, I wanted
and then if they get enough complaints, if a large enough quantity of people come together and complain, they might just put out an update or put out a fix. You know what I'm saying? They also might not, but they might. And if they do, it's probably gonna come with its own bugs and shit that they gotta update to fix that too. This shit is ass.
Less and charge more? Hell yeah, brother. Lock the cold out the
We only
freezer.
halfway through a 7-minute
I
video.
wanted to get a new router for
I'm
my
yapping
office.
so much. My
Jacob
bad.
and I headed over to our internet
new router
provider
for the
store,
office.
and I said, hello, can I buy a router? Oh, we don't actually sell routers here. You need to go online and ask customer service to send you one.
What? So as opposed to being able to drive to, that used to be the sacrifice. I could order this thing or I could jump in my car and go get it. Me ordering it means I don't have to go get it. But if I go get it, I get it quicker and probably pay less. You can't even, that's not even an option now. You go to your internet provider. They don't have actual physical routers there. So where do they come from?
As I was processing this, Jacob decided they wanted to get a phone upgrade. Excuse me, could I actually buy this phone? Yeah, we don't have those in stock here. You can buy it, but it'll have to be shipped
It'll
to
ship
your
to your house, yeah.
house. We went.
But what we can do if you want to, you know what I'm saying, since you have this company, we can ship the phone already preloaded with all your information and everything so you don't have to do the setup. And even that probably don't work 100% all the
To
time.
the internet and phone store and left with no internet and no phone. What are the employees being paid to do at that point? What's the point in any of it? I get that a lot of shopping has shifted.
What game was that on the screen? Somebody tell me.
But I really, really miss simply having the option to go to the store. They're becoming empty husks with a logo on top. Also, excuse me, but I need to ask customer service to buy a router? Just let me exchange my money for the item that you very obviously sell. Anytime I'm told I need to contact customer service, I consider it a lost battle.
Oh my God.
Nothing exists in this world that is worth descending the trenches. That is a customer service phone call.
I swear to
Companies have
God.
put it together.
Or
by
an
saying
email,
everything
where you got to email them back and
inconvenient,
forth.
frustrating, set up enough cryptic hoops to make people jump through, waste as much time as possible. People will just give up. And they don't have to deal with anything. It's sick.
And they know this to be the case. Why they do it?
Plumber, but was only allowed to go through a very specific company for the service. So I called in, sat on hold for 40 minutes, as to be expected,
Damn.
and finally got connected to someone. Hello, what can I help you with today? Hi, I was calling to make a service appointment. All right, sounds good.
You gotta go
I'm gonna
online.
check our calendar and call back with our availabilities. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Shout out to Peach with the
And so I
mushroom phone.
waited for 2 days, and she never called me back. So, of
Wow.
course, I call back, sit on hold for another 40 minutes, and try again.
The
Hello,
house
what
is
can I help you
flooding.
with today?
Rosalina.
Hi, I'm calling to make a service appointment. I called before, but no one called me back, so I wanted to follow up on that. Okay, let me check. We're available in a month at 7 a.m.
Did I say Dark Souls? Dark Souls Remastered, okay.
Okay, let me check.
I personally wouldn't play that on
We're
the Switch,
available
but
in a month at 7 a.m.
in a month.
Okay. Are there no other times available? Nope. All right. I can do in a month at 7 a.m. Thank you very much. Awesome. Exactly what I wanted.
Did they
A
show
month
up?
Comes and goes, and the day before the appointment, I get a call from the plumbing company. Hello, I'm calling to let you know the person that was scheduled to do your service appointment is sick and will have to cancel it. Okay.
What?
When's the next available appointment?
In a month.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh my God.
Okay. Thank you. At this point, I was fuming.
That ain't
How
it,
hard
bro.
could it be to get a very specific company to provide a service they forced me to use them for? Well, get this. I woke up the next morning at 10 a.m. because I didn't have to wake up early anymore, looked at my phone, and saw a single missed call from, of course, the plumbing company. Hello, the
Oh, he was
plumber
gonna come
arrived at
anyway.
the location this morning at 6 a.m., but left because no one was home. Please call back to reschedule. Thank you. Guys, I
Hell
couldn't put into
no.
words what I was feeling that moment.
Bruh, so he, despite them telling you gotta cancel and because he was sick, he ended up coming anyway, or somebody did, but they came early. I'll be hot.
Because if I did this would be the last video of my career. A single service appointment is all I ask for my sink that is dissolving at this point. Also, we're completely brushing over the fact they arrived an hour early for the canceled appointment, so I would have missed it anyway. And
right.
Just like that, it was all back at square one. And you know what? I gave up. Congratulations, plumbing company. You won. The trophy? My sink is broken.
Yeah.
I was justifiably feeling upset, so I wanted to go out and get myself those Pillsbury Halloween cookies.
I remember
with
these.
Pumpkins and ghosts on them because it was the season. I looked online to see if the grocery store had them, and the website said, in stock, confirmed in the past hour.
Okay.
So I got dressed, drove over.
They weren't there.
And lo and behold, the store had 0 Halloween cookies. I did the same charade 2 more times until I just went home and cried. What's the point anymore? Really, my car doesn't work. The stores don't work. The litter box needs
Everything
Wi-Fi.
is sold out.
I'm just so tired. We're doomed to be wrong of every single dollar we have. Cursed to scroll endlessly on social media because it's evil now. It's nothing good anymore. We're being left behind over here, and no one can do anything about it cares. I don't want to get too doomer in the silly animated YouTube video. Sorry, maybe a bit of reality started to seep in there between the funny little stories. Quickly, I'm going to talk about things that do spark joy in my life. There's been an influx of people going back to old tech as a way to step out of the overwhelming and predatory modern innovation era. And
yeah, I know a few people that have like straight up quit social media for the most part. They don't get on any at all, and I hear nothing from them but good things about how much they enjoy that, bro. Like, life without social media is just so much better. You can't really imagine life without it if you use it all the time. But once you actually get to the point of not using it as much anymore, it's like, yo, this shit is just like, this is just better. This is just better.
To step out of the overwhelming and predatory modern innovation era. And I am also on that boat. A while back, I started playing on my old 3DS, and something about using a classic handheld rewires my brain in the best way. Being all bundled up with your DS, no second monitor content, maybe some snacks. It feels like my mind gets to heal from the constant rot, cleansed from the addicting flashing colors and stimuli of current media. Another way I heal.
As a fact, how many of y'all do just one thing? When's the last time you said you just did one thing? I know I multitask all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm hardly ever doing just one thing. If I'm playing a game on my main monitor, I got something on the other monitor, video, something. You know what I'm saying? I'm never just doing one thing. If I go out to cook food, I gotta have a video on my phone, and I plop my phone up so I can watch a video while I'm cooking. Like, we don't just do one thing. So just sitting back with a DS under the covers, you ain't got no second monitor playing, you ain't got no music off in the cut. You just sitting there playing your DS. Good for the soul. Provides healing. You know what I'm saying? It's a good idea. I've been playing a lot of old games myself via emulators. But, you know, I still do another thing while I play them, but I've been doing that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's not really the same as what she's talking about, but I feel like it's a little bit.
From the addicting
just a little bit
colors and stimuli of current media. Another way I heal from the evils is by seeing all of my best
Pokemon
friends.
is one of them.
Truly going out and being with people in real life is the medicine that heals all. I'm not joking. No matter how much the world breaks me down.
Y'all still kicking in person with y'all friends?
To vent and blow off steam really does.
I do when they're available.
And getting to turn annoying moments that piss you off into something to share with your friends as a funny story is a great way to laugh it off and just move on. I'm sure many other people have their own ways to break free from the ever-looming capitalist clutches, but overall, I've just been trying to go back to basics, depend on things less, not constantly overwhelm my senses. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of us have gotten to the point where we need to police ourselves in what we consume because everything is trying to be
pulling them back in.
Addictive little parasite ever created by humans with no empathy. But until the pendulum eventually swings back the other way, it is possible to break out of the bubble. And if you've been feeling similarly to me, I recommend giving it a try. In the meantime, even though everything feels like a constant mess, I suppose it does make for funny stories to share.
I didn't realize I scripted too.
That's a good way to look at it. Hey, yeah, man, it's just like she said, at the end of the day, life is starting to just get more inconvenient As the time goes by, technology used to help make everything better. Now it's just annoying. Like, we still love technology. We need technology. Even saying we need technology kind of sucks. Like, it's kind of sucks to say because it's not supposed to be like that. But like, it's so ingrained in our lives now, like we can't really imagine life without technology. But because it's like that, people who are greedy for money but don't want to put in as much work is like putting out bullshit technology that they can get us to buy right away, but then it don't work like it's supposed to, or it does work like it's supposed to, till it needs like an update or something, and then it starts fucking up all over the place. Technology, like I said, is moving sideways, not forward, and I'm out of it. But ain't nothing mother could do. We gotta sit here and we gotta take it. Hey man, I know I talked a lot in this video, so you know what I'm saying, if you ain't leave the video, if you stayed and watched through the whole video and you sitting here listening to me right now, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got a whole walkthrough on Dispatch, that new Telltale style game about superheroes. Played the whole game. It's on the playlist on my channel. Game was fire. I think y'all will really enjoy watching that, so make sure y'all get that a watch. Show a lot of love to this video. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, we are up out of this thing. It's your boy Daru. We signing out. Peace.